about to say Tyler Perry. This is for the bold and beautiful June 19th, 2025. I'm tripping. Hold on, let me turn this off right fast, y'all. Okay, there you go. Okay, y'all. Hey, y'all. Welcome back to another review with Life of Chess. This is for the bold and beautiful June 19th, 2025. Okay, so first things first, let me know y'all. Excuse me. Let me know y'all thoughts on today's episode down below. Okay, so we gotta talk about it. We gotta talk about it. I said, Ridge be over here. He be over here playing this good face like that. I said, how you gonna tell her? So on today's episode, Taylor ends up telling Ridge that maybe Nick and Brooke finding their way back to each other. This man talking about some, whoa, they're not finding their way back to each other. I said, Taylor, wake up now. Wake up now. How many times you gonna let him get away with this? How many times? Either that or she'll ask him a question and he won't directly answer the question. Hey, how you doing today? Let me know. Excuse me. But yeah, okay, so we're gonna start with Steffi, Hope, and Carter. So they were just in the office having a meeting, and Steffi was just talking about how the perfume line has been doing well. So she was thinking about calling Daphne and letting her know to come back or whatever. Hope to my son, I don't know about that. She said, don't you bring that home record back over here. But now Steffi was like, I understand how you feel, and just trying to tell her that I'm gonna hire her back either way it go. Not hire her back. I'm gonna bring her back either way it go. Hope ends up mentioning, that she made a play for Carter or whatever, and she told her, you the one with the ring on your finger and stuff like that, you shouldn't feel threatened. If anything, she'll see that ring and know, not to try it again. I said, shoot, they ain't never stopped nobody before. But yeah, so she still went call her. She ends up calling Daphne. Might as well get her out the way. Steffi ends up calling Daphne or whatever and telling her that she needs to come back because the perfume line. Oh Lord. Oh, tell her get back. Why she said something else? Hold on, y'all. There they go. She ends up calling her. Let me hurry up. She ends up calling her and asked her to come back because the perfume line needs her or whatever. She said no because, she can't deal with Carter right now. She can't face it because she heard that they're engaged now. I said she coming back. I feel like she coming back. I haven't seen anything about her coming back, but I'm going to assume she coming back. But we'll see. Hope and Carter ended up going in another room. They was kissing and stuff. I said, this what got you in trouble the last time. Over here doing stuff you ain't got no business. But yeah, they was just talking about Daphne, and he was just reassuring her that she's the one that he wants or whatever. But by her face, she definitely looks worried. Or whatever. That's all they was talking about. Let me make sure. Hold on. I already said Daphne said she can't come because of Carter. Let's see. Hope ends up saying how she trusts Carter, but she don't trust Daphne. Yeah, that's all that happened with them. Katie and Brooke. Brooke ends up telling Katie about Nick. He's back in town. They end up kissing, and he basically wants her back. He wants her back or whatever, and they start to talk about Ridge. I said I had a feeling she was gonna try to use this to her advantage. And with the way she was talking, it kind of seemed like she confirmed that she finna get ready to use Nick to make Ridge jealous. She ends up telling Katie about how he reacted once he seen Nick or whatever, and especially after Nick left out the room. And I was like, yeah, she definitely finna use this to her advantage. What else did she say? Oh, I said, Brooke's still over here talking about Ridge. My son, Ridge is the one I want. I love Ridge or whatever. I'm always love. I said, get over it. I said, you and Taylor need to get a grip. Y'all need to get a grip. But yeah, she's still talking about Ridge. I was like, you better go get that man while he in town anyways, because I don't think he's staying long. I haven't really heard anything. But I did find out today on this episode that Nick and Ridge brothers. I was like, how many kids these folks got now? Everybody connected some type of way. I was like, wait a minute now. Look, I pulled out my fingers again, y'all. I was like, wait a minute. 2 plus 2 equals 4. I was like, wait a minute. So she got it. They brothers. She got a baby by the daddy and the brothers. Wait a minute. What's going on around here? But yeah, like I said, Katie and Brooke was just talking about Nick being back in town and how Ridge reacted, and they feel like he needs to see that she deserves to be treated better and stuff like that. What else? They made another comment. Let me see if I wrote it down. It was something they said. Dog, I don't think I wrote it down. It's some type of way they put it, but they was just trying to say that Ridge has been mistreating her. He need to treat her better or whatever. And now the Nick back in town, maybe he'll see what he about to lose or whatever. I said he definitely finna see that. He definitely finna see that because he already pressed. He over here mad. Taylor said something was bothering him when he came in last night, but she didn't want to press him about it. So she ended up asking him on today's episode. Rude God, get around.